Well, what I find most relevant and remarkable at this point in our national history in terms of the lyrics and the essence of this song, popular Ethical Revolution, released by the popular Kongi Professor Wole Soyinka in the early 80s, is that in its full ramifications, in its full impact, the song is still as relevant as ever. I remember back in 1983 when the song was released, I think in the latter years of the Shagari years, I was a young reporter in the Punch newsroom, and the whole nation knew at that time that Punch was practically an extension of the civil society in Nigeria. I mean, the song received a lot of applause, was very popular with all categories of reporters, just as it resonated nationwide with all and sundry. But when the federal government came to ban it, naturally, as is normal in this type of society, a lot of attention now came over the song nationwide, and we all began to interrogate and probe the lyrics. And that's when I actually found out the song was speaking every truth to power. If you consider the depth of slaves, the extent of corruption, and the extent of economic mismanagement under the Shagari administration, Shagari presidency of 1979 to 83, you will see that this song dealt with everything from the rottenness, from the downside that had taken roots, from the negative impacts, the negative currencies that had permeated the entire economic landscape, the corruption, the looting, the mass looting, the potential billionaire saga, oil saga, and all of that. You will see that it was a very bold and conscious effort by Kongi at that time to situate the challenges of the country. And what I find most relevant, even with contemporary Nigeria today, is that the chorus, which speaks about staying tight, holding on tight, and staying real grounded in Nigeria and not leaving, speaks to the present day Gen Z generation and the so-called youngsters of this day, the so-called millennials, who have taken very strong passion to live in the country, running away in search of the proverbial golden fleece, living for the countries of Europe and America. Soyinka insists in that song that for as long as Nigeria pushes him left or pushes him right, he was going to stay put. There was no going. There was no parting ways with Nigeria. He was going to stay Nigeria and remain Nigeria. And if you looked at Professor Wole Soyinka, he may take time to go out, come back, but he stayed glued, living in Abeokuta and most times in Lagos and parts of Nigeria. Soyinka has been a part of Nigeria and a part of the social and economic development of Nigeria. He still contributes his quota. He still has a voice in a lot of social and political developments in the polity. He still makes commentaries on relevant and contemporary development issues. And that speaks to what a patriot should stand for in a society like Nigeria. I'm very proud to be part of this production, and it's a great moment to celebrate Professor Wole Soyinka. We pray that he continues to remain relevant in every facet of life of the Nigerian society, to the literary world, to the musical world, and may he live very long. God bless Kongi.